Hello fellow clinicians, this is Jo and this is Private Practice for Wednesday the 7th of February 2018. It's been another big day of delivery for the old Jojo today. I am a little bit weary, 2 days on the road. It just takes it out of you. Don't know how many of you out there watching or listening do community-based work where you're actually out of the office and out being with people in the community. It can wear you down a little bit. I had some fun times navigating stupid drivers on the road today, particularly truck drivers who think that changing lanes is something that I can read their brains about. So that was not fun. How I navigated that was I slowed down a lot and enjoyed the scenery, which is awesome because I got to drive past the second airport that's been constructed here in Sydney, and that's a whole load of just nothingness but construction as far as the eye can see. Yay! Good news, I managed to pack snacks today. Woohoo! So my 3 hours of driving and my 1 hour consultation with my client was all good. And I came home and I was still okay and ready for my lunch, which I ate. And yeah, it's been good. My energy has been good this afternoon. I'm starting to get a bit weary now, but my energy has been good. But what I wanted to talk about today was the power of a thank you. So I've recently had a couple of things happen, and I thought talking about it might seem a bit arrogant or egotistical, but I managed to have a conversation with one of my business besties today, the gorgeous Nicola, and she has recently had a similar experience, and we were just commenting on how important these messages are for us and how important they are for us to reflect on them, and how grateful we were that we could share them with each other. So I recently, probably about 3 weeks ago, went to a different yoga class. It was on a Wednesday night, and I enjoy my yoga, and it's a great studio. And at the end of class, this woman came up to me, and she said, "Are you Jo Muirhead?" And I'm like, "Yes," because you never quite know how to respond when people say that. So it turns out she knows me from Facebook and has purchased a book of evidence. And then in that room, her husband was there. So she introduced me to her husband and explained that I was the creator of the book of evidence. And then we were talking about it and where it came from. And then the whole studio got to hear about it. And she was just thanking me profusely for having this creation, this thing that I'd made. So that was pretty cool. I walked away from that feeling very humbled, but also never know who's watching. And this weekend just gone by, I was at a hotel, a beautiful resort in Windsor, which is a good hour's drive away, not expecting to meet people that I would know there. It's not a community that I spend a lot of time in. And after dinner on the Friday night, this gentleman, who I did not recognize, goes, "It's the fabulous Jo Muirhead." And I'm again going, okay. Why is he talking to me and how come he knows my name? Because he didn't check me in. And I'm like, I don't know you and I'm feeling a bit awkward. Well, as it turns out, this gentleman, Anthony, and I have known each other for a long time. He was one of the very first personal trainers I ever got to work with at a studio called Hurricane Studio. And he has been following me on social media ever since then. He's been overseas and he's been working in hotels, and I don't think he's doing much personal training given the uniform he was wearing the other day. But he was so kind and so thoughtful and was able to reflect back to me the changes that he has seen in my online presence and my messaging, and he loves to read my blogs and watch these videos. So Anthony, hi. You have no idea how much you encouraged me and inspired me and helped me be more of me just from your kindness last weekend while you were at work. And I've had 3 other people reach out to me in the space of the last 3 days, encouraging me to keep going with social media posting and blogging. So one of the frustrations that we all have with the online world is we know that there's a whole world of people out there, but engagement is hard. And I know that my lovely, wonderful health professional people, we're good at voyeurism. We're really good at watching. We're not so great at interacting, and that's okay. I understand it. I respect it. And now I kind of expect it. So having these comments come through going, please keep up your social media posting, please keep up your blogging, please keep up your opinionated rantiness, it's a way of saying thank you, and it's a way of encouraging. And those of us who do spend a lot of time online and want to be accessible so that we can share what's going on and share thoughts and bring community together, if we can say thank you to each other for that, then we're going a long way to help ourselves feel good and know that we're doing something worthwhile. Because sometimes we get stuck in the do and stuck in the stuff that hasn't happened and stuck in the goals that we haven't achieved, or the finances that we haven't got, or the weight we haven't lost, or the water we haven't drunk. And so just to have somebody say thank you, keep going, can mean the world. I'm dedicating a whole video to it today. So I want to encourage you. One of the challenges I've set for myself this month is I want to intentionally encourage somebody every single day. And I love it because when I'm feeling like I'm in a funk, I know that if I can go and speak to somebody and encourage them, it lifts me. So I don't know if this will work for everybody, but I want to encourage you to actively and mindfully and intentionally encourage someone in your world. Not telling you who it should be, but have a go and see what it does and find out what it does for you. Not because I want a transaction of goodness happening, but because it's a great way of us lifting ourselves out of funkiness without us expecting external stimulus back into us. I have no idea if any of that made sense. It could be the brain fog kicking in, so we might give that a bit of an ending now. So to all of those people, Suze McNibb, you're another one, all those people who have encouraged me and been quite conscious and deliberate in your encouragement, thank you. I really appreciate you. I appreciate this community so much. You've got no idea how hard it is to start doing something like this and to keep going and to put yourself out there every day, warts and all. So I want to encourage you, and if you need encouragement, find a way to let me know so that maybe you can be one of the people that gets an intentional encouragement this month. This is Private Practice, looking for the small ways that we can add big, significant difference to the people in our world. Massive. Off you go. Be fabulous and awesome, because, you know, you are.